The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Van Buren County Warriors Baseball, streaming online on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
From the baseball field here at Mediapolis High School in Mediapolis, Iowa. Good evening, baseball fans. On behalf of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network, it's my pleasure once again to welcome you to another digital broadcast presentation of Van Buren County Warrior Baseball. Welcome back to the Atomo Radio broadcast booth tonight from Mediapolis, Iowa, Mediapolis High School, where we've got boys high school varsity baseball action for you right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The Van Buren County Warriors on the road to take on the conference leader in the South Division. They're going to be hosted by the Mediapolis Bulldogs. First pitch tonight here from Mediapolis High School is scheduled for 7 p.m. Once again, this evening, I'm alongside my cameraman and on-site producer. He needs no introduction. He's the one and only incomparable Mr. A.J. Rowe. And my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play voice of Van Buren County Warrior Sports. A.J. and I, along with Atomo Radio, we are back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. And we will consider it our pleasure to be with you on the call this evening. If you're tuned in, hey, big thanks for doing so. You already know where to find us. We're streaming live all season long with Warrior Baseball. Like I said, right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. So, if you're tuned in, choosing to make this broadcast part of your evening on Friday, June 12th, 2026, hey, a big thanks for tuning in. You know that we could not do it without you. This season, Van Buren County Warrior Baseball is brought to you proudly by these fine sponsors. Once again, I'm going to go right down the list with you in the pregame show. I'll give you the in-game sponsorship as I go. This is another edition 12 of the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride county-wide. They'll sponsor tonight's pregame show. The postgame show, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. Tonight's starting lineups, we will get to those in just a little bit. Brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. All my inning recaps tonight brought to you by The Complexion Company, your full-service med spa in Batavia, providing everything from laser and aesthetic treatments, IV therapy, and much more. Follow them on Facebook to see their specials. The pitchers for the Warriors, all their strikeouts on the mound, brought to you by Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Stop in and see Tim Dean, your Polaris Ranger and ATV headquarters. All the innings tonight, 1 through 7 if necessary. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. Tonight's game time conditions, we'll get to those right before first pitch. Sponsored by the Van Buren County Hospital, simply remarkable. Coaches and players interviews in the postgame show at tonight's game. Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield. Call Darren today for a great deal on a new mattress. And don't forget, he now sells area rugs too. Tonight's player of the game in the postgame show brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. They will sponsor tonight's pitching changes. Any home runs by the Warrior batters. Smithburg Automotive, with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you, has that sponsorship. My game recap in the postgame show. Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at a Roto-Rooter, servicing Atomo and the surrounding areas. And finally, tonight's first pitch coming up in a little bit, right around 7 p.m. scheduled. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, your employee-owned community bank, rooted in the heartland. Visit firstiowa.bank, member FDIC. If you are a customer in the area and you need some local business, please make sure that you give these sponsors a chance. They're a very important reason why these broadcasts can be viewed right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel. All right, you know how we do things here. We're going to start this pregame show sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District with a 3-minute ad. AJ going to spin up some ads for you. You'll be hearing from these wonderful sponsors all throughout the broadcast tonight. Then when we come back, we'll continue the pregame show. We'll take a look at closer look at both teams into tonight's matchup. The Warriors in town to take on the Mediapolis Bulldogs. We'll take a look at the overall records, the coaching staff, conference standings, wins and losses for each team on the year, leading players for each team. We'll take a look at this season going back to 2010. And we'll take a look at the starting lineups and other action around the area in the conference and area teams tonight. So we got a lot to get to on the pregame show, and we'll continue it after this 3-minute break as we work our way towards starting lineups, national anthem, first pitch, boys high school varsity baseball action for you tonight, right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The Van Buren County Warriors in Mediapolis to take on the Bulldogs. Back with you in 3 minutes to continue the pregame show. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we are back with you here from Mediapolis High School, Mediapolis, Iowa, as we are getting set for boys high school varsity baseball action for you tonight. Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The Van Buren County Warriors in town to take on the Mediapolis Bulldogs. This is the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide. Let's continue the pregame show by diving in and taking a closer look at both teams coming into tonight's matchup. Let's start with the visitors tonight, the Van Buren County Warriors. Head coach is Ron Walker, assisted by Dan Smith and Spencer Elliott. Next action for us is next week, Monday, June 15th at Wapello, 7 p.m., first pitch there. They are the Van Buren County Warriors in boys high school varsity baseball. Overall record ended tonight, 4-7 on the year, 3-3 at home for Van Buren County, 0-4 on the road, 1-0 in neutral site games. Warriors compete in Class 1A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division in the state of Iowa. Conference record for Van Buren County is 1-4. In the last 5, the Warriors are 2-3. Van Buren County wins this year have come over Keokuk, Moravia, Hillcrest Academy, and Danville, while the losses have come to Central Lee, Mediapolis, West Burlington, Davis County, Pekin, Burlington Notre Dame, and Fort Madison. Last time out for the Warriors was Tuesday of this week, June 9th, a 12-2 win. That was back at home at the Ferguson over the Danville Bears. Let's take a look at leading players so far this season for the Warriors. Batting average, Reed Kite, 391. Cree Kite at 348. Keegan Young at 235. Hits leaders, Reed Kite with 9. Cree Kite with 8. Colton Kirkhart has 5 hits. RBI leaders for the Warriors, Kirkhart, Cree Kite, Jackson Meek, all with 5, according to the stats on Varsity Bound. Reed Kite leads them in runs scored with 9, while on the base paths, Simmons and Millard have 4 steals apiece. ERA leaders for the Warriors this year, both Kinnick Millard and Eli McKinney, 2.33 and 9.0 innings pitched. Strikeout leaders for Van Buren County, Kinnick Millard leads them there with 16. Eli McKinney leads them with 2 wins on the mound. The Warriors averaging 5.4 runs a game. They give up about 9.3. The team batting average is 229. The on-base percentage, 408. Slugging, 271. No fielding percentage listed. The OPS on base plus slugging is 679. The whip, walks plus hits per innings pitched, 2.17. And the team ERA is 6.64. Warriors currently taking infield. Let's turn our attention to the home team tonight, the Mediapolis Bulldogs. Head coach is Rick Whitaker, assisted by Josh Gunn. They're in action next, same as us, next Monday, June 15th at Winfield Mount Union / Columbus, a 7 p.m. first pitch there. They are the Mediapolis Bulldogs, boys high school varsity baseball. Overall record into tonight, they're 8-2 on the season, 4-1 at home, 4-1 on the road. They have yet to play a neutral site game. Mediapolis competes in Class 2A, Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. They're the conference leaders in the South. The conference record for Mediapolis is 6-0. In the last 5, they are 4-1. Their wins this year have come over New London, Van Buren County, Burlington Notre Dame, Louisa Muscatine, Danville, Central Lee, Hillcrest Academy, and West Burlington, while their 2 losses have come to Burlington Public and Wilton. Last time out for Mediapolis was Tuesday of this week, June 9th, same as the Warriors. They got an 8-2 win at West Burlington over the Falcons. Let's take a look at some leading players for Mediapolis on the season. Batting average, Parker Lang at 483. Quincy King, 471. Will Lutenegger, 419. Hits leaders for the Bulldogs, Parker Lang with 14, Will Lutenegger with 13, Kyler Crow has 12. RBI leaders for Mediapolis, Lang and Cale Wishmeyer each have 13. Henry Lutenegger with 12 RBIs on the season. Crow leads him in runs scored with 14, and he also leads him in steals with 9. The ERA department for Mediapolis, Kyler Crow, he's on the mound tonight, a tough customer. Won't be easy for the Warriors. He's got a 0.60 ERA and 11.2 innings pitched, 11 2/3 innings pitched, I should say. And Max Griffin, he pitched earlier this week, 1.24 ERA and 17 innings pitched for him. Strikeout leaders, Crow with 23 and Griffin with 20 on the mound for Mediapolis. Griffin leads them in wins with 3. Mediapolis averaging just under 10 runs a game. They give up just under 3. Their batting average as a team, 364. On base percentage, 474. The slugging, 527. Team fielding, 950. The OPS on base plus slugging, 1.001. That's pretty high. The whip, walks plus hits per innings pitched, 1.24. And the team ERA is 2.09. The Warriors lead this series 11-9 over the last 20, going all the way back to 2010. Mediapolis got a 12-0 win earlier this year at the Ferguson back in Keogh. And Mediapolis had a good year last year as well, losing in the state tournament in the quarterfinal. They ended up 27-3 or 27-4 or something like that. Alrighty, let's take a look at the conference standings in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. Starting in the North Division, this is the overall record followed by the conference record. Pekin, 6-1, 4-0. Hillcrest Academy, 4-2, 3-0. Highland is 6-3, 4-1. Winfield Mount Union / Columbus, 4-7, 2-2. Louisa Muscatine, 4-6, 2-3. Wapalos, 1-8, 1-4. Lone Trees, 0-9, 0-5. In the South Division of the Super Conference, where Mediapolis and Van Buren County call home, Mediapolis leading the way, 8-2, 6-0. Central East, 7-2, 4-1. Burlington Notre Dame is 5-4, 4-2. West Burlington, 4-5, 3-3. Van Buren County, 4-7, 1-4. New London is 1-8, 1-4. And Danville is 0-7, 0-5. Once again, overall record followed by the conference record. Other action around the Super Conference tonight. Let's start in the South Division. Danville is at Pekin in a cross-divisional matchup there. The Warriors right here to take on Mediapolis. Burlington Notre Dame is at Central Lee. That should be a good one. And New London is at West Burlington. In the North Division, Danville, like I said, at Pekin. Hillcrest Academy at Louisa Muscatine over there in Letts, Iowa. Highland in a non-conference matchup is at Clarinda. And the Lone Tree is at Winfield Mount Union / Columbus. Other area teams. Keokuk is at Fairfield tonight. Fairfield's supposed to play Sheraton. They canceled that one and rescheduled the rainout from the other night conference game against Keokuk. The Trojans at home in Fairfield. Cardinal and Davis County both idle this evening. All right, let's squeeze in another 3-minute break here in the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride, countywide. When we come back, we'll get to the starting lineups. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atumo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Mediapolis Bulldogs at 8-2.
Alrighty, we are back with you here. Mediapolis High School, Mediapolis, Iowa. Getting towards the end of the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride, county-wide. Let's get to tonight's starting lineups. Brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building materials supplier in Dowd's. Let's start with the visiting team tonight, the Warriors. Leading off is number 3, Reed Kite. He is a freshman shortstop. Batting second is number 2, Kinnick Miller, a junior at second base. In the 3 spot is number 13, Cree Kite. He's a sophomore, and he'll play third base. The cleanup man is number 17, Caden Simmons, a senior, behind the plate. Batting fifth is number 10, Colton Kirkhart, a senior at first base. Batting sixth is number 1, Keegan Young, a senior in left field. And batting seventh is number 14, Jackson Meek, a junior in right field. Batting eighth is number 7, Parker Boley. Number 10, he's doing the DHing for number 5, Hunter Stevens, who's a freshman. He's on the mound doing the pitching. And finally, batting ninth is number 6, Nolan Harriman, a sophomore in center field. Once again, for the Warriors, it's Reed Kite, Millard, Cree Kite, Simmons, Kirkhart Young, Meek, Boley for Stevens, and Harriman. Now for the home team tonight, the Mediapolis Bulldogs. Leading off is number 14 for Mediapolis, Hayden Googler, a junior at second base. Batting second is number 17, Will Lutenegger. He's a senior at third base. Batting third is number 6, Kyler Crow, a senior on the mound pitching for the Bulldogs. The cleanup spot is number 7, Cale Wishmeyer, a junior, doing the DHing for number 26, Quincy King, a junior who will play right field. Batting fifth is number 4, Henry Lutenegger, a junior in center field. Batting sixth, number 5, Parker Lang, a senior, doing the catching. Batting seventh is number 22, Max Griffin, senior at first base. Batting eighth is number 1, Gannon Gunn, a senior at shortstop. And batting ninth, number 23, Brock Spears, a junior in left field. Once again, for Mediapolis, it's Googler, Will Lutenegger, Crow, Wishmeyer for King, Henry Lutenegger, Lang, Griffin, Gunn, and Spears. Now, we're going to get the national anthem. We'll take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back and finish up the pregame show. Have first pitch for you right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Summer travel season is here. Are you ready? With Pilot Grove Savings Bank's digital banking tools, you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, and stay connected. Whether you're at home or on the road, stop into any of our 17 locations or give your nearest branch a call and travel with confidence this summer. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Banking made easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we are back with you once again from Mediapolis High School, Mediapolis, Iowa, finishing up the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride, county-wide. Starting lineups tonight, which I just went through, those are brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Inning recaps tonight, the Complexion Company, all the innings, Cranston Family Funeral Home. Game time conditions, the Van Buren County Hospital, simply remarkable. It is 81 degrees and sunny, 47% humidity. Air feels a lot better today. Winds southwest at 6 miles per hour. Tonight's first pitch brought to you by First Iowa State Bank of Alvia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, your employee-owned community bank rooted in the heartland. Visit firstiowa.bank. Member FDIC. Set the pitching matchup for you. Kyler Crow, number 6, a senior on the mound for Mediapolis. He's pitched in 4 games, started 2-0 record without a save, 11 and 2/3 innings pitched, 201 total pitches, 50 official at-bats, a 140 average, 7 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned, 5 walks, a hit batter, 23 strikeouts, 0.60 ERA for the hurler, righty for Mediapolis, Kyler Crow. Here's Reed Kite in there, and we are underway. Fouled off right side towards the Warrior dugout. 0-1 to Reed Kite. Underway tonight, right about on time, 7:01 p.m. Reed Kite into tonight's action, 391. He was 2 for 3, 2 singles, a walk, 2 runs scored against Danville on Tuesday. Crow out of the stretch, the second pitch to Reed, missed. A little bit high and outside, I guess. 1-1 to Reed Kite. Crow ready again, and here comes a 1-1. A bouncer over the mound to the shortstop, gloved and thrown over to first. That is gun to Griffin, and Reed Kite, the first out of the inning, 6-3
Coming to the plate,
on the putout.
Kinnick.
Up next for the Warriors is number 2 in the 2 spot, Kinnick Miller, the junior second baseman. 174 for Kinnick on the season into tonight. 2 for 2 for Kinnick, a triple, a single, 2 RBIs, 2 walks, 2 runs scored against Danville. The Mediapolis defense, left to right in the outfield, Spears, Henry, Lutenegger, and King. Here comes Crow to Millard. Missed high. Ball 1 to Kinnick. In the infield for Mediapolis, third to first, Will Lutenegger, Gunn, Googler, and Griffin laying behind the plate. Crow on the mound. The 1-0. That one is in there for a called strike count, even now at 1-1 to Warriors number 2 hitter, the second baseman tonight, junior Kinnick Millard. The next offering from Crow is also through the zone, and Millard looked at that one. He's down in the count now, 1-2. Kinnick will have to protect, looking to pull the trigger for the first time here tonight against Crow. Crow ready, lifts the leg, the 1-2. Missed high. Millard looked at ball 2. It's 2-2, count even now. Cree Kite on deck for Van Buren County. Crow's 2-2. Backed him up. Missed inside. It's full. 3-2 to Kinnick Millard. Center fielder about straight away for Kinnick. Left and right, same thing. All about medium depth, maybe a hair deeper. Here's the payoff. Lined to right center. Center fielder over on the run and makes a nice catch. That's Henry Lutenegger out there. Millard, good contact, hit it in the wrong spot. Lutenegger, a good play. Kinnick, the second out of the inning on the fly to the center fielder. So 2 outs, nobody on 9 pitches. Crow has those 2 outs. Here's in the 3 spot, number 13, Cree Kite, the sophomore third baseman. 348 for Cree on the season. 1 for 2 against Danville, a single, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Bases empty, 2 out, Crow to Cree Kite. That one missed, good velocity from Crow. 1-0 to Cree. The Warriors saw Crow last year, I think 13 innings in the 2 games, and they faced Mediapolis. He's pitching again tonight. That pitch swung on, fly to right fielder charging in, and he'll make a running catch towards the line. That's Quincy King out there with the putout of Cree Kite for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Warriors are retired in order when they bat in the top of the 2nd. 4, 5, 6. Simmons, Kirkhart, and Young coming up for Van Buren County. 11 pitches for Crow to get Mediapolis through the 1st inning, and they're coming to the plate when we return from this 60-second break. Googler, Will Lutenegger, and Crow, the 3 due up for the Bulldogs. Come on back with us for the bottom of the 1st. We're scoreless after a half an inning. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you here from Mediapolis High School, Mediapolis, Iowa. Tonight we played half an inning. Warriors failed to score. They go down in order. Mediapolis coming to the plate for the first time tonight to face Warrior pitcher Hunter Stevens. Hayden Googler, Will Lutenegger, Kyler Crow, the 3 duo up for the Bulldogs. Let's set up the pitcher tonight for Van Buren County. Number 5, Hunter Stevens, a freshman. Pitched in 3 games. Started to a 1-1 record without a save. 9 1/3 innings pitched. 209 pitches for Stevens. 21 official at-bats against him. A .238 average. Giving up 5 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. 9 walks, 3 hit batters, 7 strikeouts. A 4.50 ERA for the Warrior pitcher tonight, Hunter Stevens. The lefty, he's ready into the lineup. First pitch is a swing and a miss by Googler. 0-1 to the Mediapolis leadoff batter. 4:07 for him coming into play today. Stevens looking at Simmons and the 0-1. I want a line down the left field line. Foul. Young out there, not able to get to it. I believe it was a foul ball, wasn't it? That was way foul. Come on, guys. You're looking right at it from home plate. I mean, you got to... And, okay, they are going to call it foul. So, Googler will trot all the way back. He was standing out there at second. It's 0-2, the count to the batter. Looked foul to me from the start, way over there in the corner. Keegan Young played it like it was foul after he got to it. And the 0-2. Missed high, did Stevens. 1-2 to Googler. Almost a rough start for the umps there, but they righted themselves, AJ. Stevens 1-2. Ooh, good pitch. Missed, barely. High and outside. Count even now, 2-2 to Googler. Stevens ready, here he comes. That pitch, grounded to Reed Kite at short. Gloved, throw on the run. Kirkhart scoops. And Googler is retired. First out of the inning. That'll go 6-3 as well. And the 2 spot is number 17, Will Lutenegger. Senior third baseman. 419 for Will coming into play tonight. Googler finally making his way back to the dugout. Lutenegger hands him his bat. Caden Simmons backing up to play at first like a good catcher does. He's back behind the plate now. 1 out, nobody on. Stevens, first pitch. A little bit high, maybe in. 1-0 to Will Lutenegger. Here comes Stevens 1-0. That's too high. 2-0 now to Lutenegger. Will Lutenegger bats second. Henry Lutenegger bats fifth. Will playing third, Henry in center. The 2-0. Down and in. So, it's 3-0 to Will Lutenegger. Green light here, I would imagine, for him with that good average. He looked at a strike. Nope. I didn't like that one, but Stevens trying to get back in the count. It's 3-1 now to Will Lutenegger. Here comes a 3-1. Lined to left. Moving towards left center. Going to get down in the gap. Around first. Cruising into second with a stand-up double is Will Lutenegger. So 1 on and 1 out for Mediapolis. First hit of the inning. First hit given up
number 6, Kyler Crow.
by Stevens. Up next for Mediapolis. Batting third, number 6, Kyler Crow Sr. on the mound tonight. 3:53 for him coming into play. Momentary pause for Stevens to retie a shoe. Now he's ready to go. He's got 10 pitches so far. He's got an out and a runner at second. Crow in the box from the right side. Stevens, the lefty, out of the stretch for the first time coming to Crow. Missed a little bit high. 1-0. We're staring right into the sun here, as you can probably see on the camera, so a little bit of a challenge to track the ball off the bat. Here comes the 1-0. Fouled off right side. Out of play. 1-1 to Crow. But a pretty nice setting here. Some trees out there in the outfield, some greens. Field looks like it's in pretty decent shape after all the water we've had lately. Stevens 1-1 to Crow. Nope, high and outside. That missed for a ball 2. 2-1 to count now to Crow. He'll be tough to deal with on the mound tonight. Warriors got to keep Mediapolis close. The 2-1. That one is on the outer half for a strike. Count even to Crow, 2-2. It's Will Lutenegger out there at second with 1 out. He's in scoring position. Stevens a 2-2. Nope, that's off of the corner for a ball. Full count now to Kyler Crow, 3-2. Stevens the payoff. Well, he walked him. So Crow draws a base on ball, first and second with 1 out now for Mediapolis. First walk
7, Cale Wishmeyer.
Issued by Hunter Stevens. Up next for Mediapolis, the cleanup man is number 7, Cale Wishmeyer, doing the DHing. He's a junior. He bats for number 26, Quincy King, a junior playing right field. Quincy King's average is .471. Wishmeyer, the DH, .360. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner, number 2, for the pitcher, Crow. That's Xander Johnson, a junior. So he'll courtesy run at first. For Crow after Crow drew a walk. First and second now, 1 out for Wishmeyer. In there from the right side. Pitch high and outside from Stevens. Struggling with command a little bit here early. Stevens the 1-0. There goes the runner. Simmons throw down to third is high. It's through. Krieg Kite. Runner from first all the way over to third. Mediapolis scores first tonight here in the bottom of the first. The pitch was a ball. Right? 2-0. The count to Wishmeyer. That'll be an E. Sorry, I don't know. On the throw. E2 on the throw. Will Lutenegger scores the first run of the game. Pinch courtesy runner Xander Johnson all the way over to third. So the E2 throwing error on a steal scores 1. The pitch, too high. Ball 3. 3-0 to Wishmeyer. It's 1-0. Mediapolis. And there is ball 4 on the 20th pitch of the inning, a 4-pitch walk to Wishmeyer. So first and third now with 1 out for Mediapolis, and they've scored once. A run on a hit and an error. so far. First and third, like I said, one out for the number 5 batter. He wears number 4, Henry Lutenegger, a junior center fielder. 300 average for him. Warriors would look to turn 2 up the middle here. That would be Reed Kite and Millard. Maybe at the corners, look him back and go to first. Simmons asking for time. He's going to signal some defensive signs to the infield here with runners at first and third and one out. So the Warriors, I believe, expecting the runner from first to probably take off here. See if they decide to throw it hard back to the pitcher, maybe throw to third, maybe just hold it. We will see. There goes the runner. Pitches a ball. Simmons going to fake and throw to third. Kite with a stop on one bounce there to save a run. It's 1-0 to Lutenegger. Send Wishmeyer down to second on the stolen base. Second and third now with one out. So there goes the double play. Pitches outside. It should be 2-0. Scoreboard a pitch behind. It's 2-0 to the batter, Henry Lutenegger. 2-0 high and outside again. Stevens still struggling to find the zone. It's 3-0. He's a ball away from a walk and loading the bases here with one out. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Mediapolis. They're looking for more. The pitch is, close pitch taken for ball 4. First, second, and third, now they're loaded. Second walk. And given up by Stevens. Comes head coach Ron Walker to have a quick talk with him. That was the 24th pitch of the inning, which turned out to be a lengthy first inning for the Warrior defense here. Mediapolis has tallied once on a hit. Warriors do have one error. Throwing error by Simmons, trying to get a runner going from second to third. Then he came and scored as it went down the left field line. Tough to decide who the error should have been. It hit off of Cree Kite's glove. Throw wasn't the best. We'll give it to the thrower, Simmons. It's an error nonetheless, scoring that run. So they're loaded. Courtesy runner Johnson at third, Wishmeyer at second, Henry Lutenegger at first for Parker Lang. Here comes Stevens to him. Missed. Ball 1 outside. Parker Lang in the 6th spot. Number 5 he wears. Senior catcher, 483. Into play tonight. 1-0 the count to him. Stevens out of the stretch, coming to the home plate, and it's ball 2. So, right now, Stevens struggling with command. He's not letting his defense help him out at all. As Mediapolis just content to sit back, they're making him throw a strike. That pitch drilled to left. Over towards the line, into foul territory. It's caught by Young. Runner from third tags, runner from second. Nobody covering third. Runner from first stays put. Cree's got to cut that off, and then, not happy on the coverage there. That would be a sacrifice fly in an RBI for Griffin. He's the second out of the inning on the fly out to Young in left. Move Wishmeyer to third. Runner at first stays put. So sac fly scores 1 to make it 2-0 Mediapolis. Pitches a strike. Runner steals second. That's Lutenegger. Down there. Second and third now after that stolen base. 0-1 to the 7th batter, number 22, Max Griffin, senior first baseman, 273 for him. Stevens, next pitch, swung on, fouled off. Right side, Kirkhart gives it a look, it's out of play. 0-2 to Griffin. So Mediapolis with a 2-0 lead here on an E2 throwing error down the left field line. On a steal, third scored a run, a sac fly scores another. Second and third with 2 out. Meepo leads it 2-0. Stevens to Griffin. That one grounded foul first base side. We'll do it again from 0-2. That was the 30th pitch of the inning for Hunter Stevens. So Mediapolis has scored twice on a hit and an error. 2 runners on, second and third. Now there's 2 outs. The 0-2 swung on, Fly to right behind the second base bag. And Reed Kite behind the bag to make the catch. That'll end the inning. So Griffin, a soft fly out, pop out on the infield. He's the third out of the inning. Reed Kite making that catch to end the threat. When Mediapolis bats again, the bottom of the second, 8-9-1, Gunn, Spears, and Googler. Mediapolis gets 2 runs on a hit. There was an error. They end up leaving 2 on base. 31 pitches for Stevens to get through the first inning for the Warriors. We'll take a 60-second break. Van Buren County coming to the plate in the top of the second. When we come back, 4-5-6, Simmons, Kirkhart, and Young due up. We played 1 inning. It's 2-0 Mediapolis. Come on back for more Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Back with you from Mediapolis High School, Mediapolis, Iowa. Crow to Simmons. In there for a called strike 1 to Caden. Simmons into play tonight. 111 on the season. He was 1 for 2. That pitch swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 to the batter, Caden Simmons. Where's number 17, the cleanup man, senior catcher. Like I said, he was 1 for 2 against Danville. A single, hit by a pitch, a walk, 2 runs scored. Crow, the 0-2. That one off the corner for ball 1. Good waste there by the pitcher. Looking to get Simmons a chase. He didn't. He lifts the leg, coming back on the 1-2. Breaking ball, that one got him looking. Backwards K there. Simmons first out of the inning. First strikeout recorded tonight
At bat,
by
10,
Kyler Crow.
Kirkhart.
He's faced the minimum through 4 batters. Or through 4 outs, I should say. 1 out, nobody on for the Warriors. Top of the second. 5th batter in the lineup is number 10, Colton Kirkhart, senior first baseman. Swing and a miss by Colton, 0-1. Coming into play tonight, 227 for Kirkhart. He was 0 for 4, reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run against Danville on Tuesday in a Warriors 12-2 victory. Crow's ready at 0-1, skips underneath the catcher's glove, low and outside all the way to the backstop just to my left for a ball. Count even 1-1. Kirkhart in there from the right side. Crow, the righty, out of the stretch, and the pitch. Swung through for strike 2. 1-2 to Kirkhart. Crow, I would say he's their ace. Griffin not far behind. The 1-2. High. Catcher out of his crouch to grab that one. 2-2. Lance Luden's been the Mediapolis ace for the past, almost, 3 years, going back to that state tournament run by the Warriors. But he's graduated. Crow kind of taking over that role. Fouled off behind the catcher right side. And we'll do it again from 2-2. If Crow is 1A, I guess Max Griffin would be 1B. As far as their pitching staff goes, a couple of tough customers to deal with. We haven't seen Griffin this year. And if we don't see him tonight, well, we won't because he pitched a couple nights ago, so I think he's got to rest. Based on his pitch count, won't see him this season. Swing and a miss. Crow gets Kirkhart swinging on strikes. Second out of the inning is Colton. 2 outs and nobody on now. Second strikeout recorded by Crow. Up next in the 6th spot for Van Buren County is number 1, Keegan Young, senior left fielder. 235 for Keegan into play tonight. He's in there from the right side. First pitch to him is low, bounced in there by Crow. 1-0 to Young. Keegan Young 1 for 4. He had a double, reached on an error, an RBI ground out against Danville on Tuesday. A little time being called. Home plate umpire gets out the broom, sweeping off the plate. Well, we had a front move through, finally, last night about 5:30. And I was sitting outside at home. Boy, you could feel the humidity change, and boy, it felt good as it's been dreadfully humid in there for a called strike, 1-1 to Young. It was like monsoon season with the humidity, everything growing like crazy, a lot of water, can't even mow the grass because it's all wet. And then finally today, a little better swung on. That pitch fouled off right side up and out of play, 1-2 to Young. So if you were listening to my game time conditions, only 47% humidity. Yesterday, I think when I got up, it was in the 90s for humidity percentage, and that doesn't feel very good. Today, much nicer. Here comes a 1-2. Breaking ball. Oh, boy. That one barely missed if it did, and according to the home plate umpire, it did. So it's 2-2. That one had him buckling a little bit, but a ball. It's 2-2. Crow to Young. High. Did he check? They're going to appeal. Did he go? No, says the base umpire down there by first base. So it's full, 3-2 now. Warriors looking for their first base runner of the game. It would be with 2 outs here, the top of the second. And that is a caught-looking called strike 3 to Keegan Young. So Crow strikes out the side. He's got 3 strikeouts in the game now. Warriors retired in order when they come to bat in the top of the third. 7-8-9, Meek, Boley, the DH, and Harriman. 16 pitches for Crow to get to the second. Got a game total of 27. Bottom of the second we go after this 60-second break with the score 2-0. Mediapolis 8-9-1 for them. Gunn, Spears, and Googler when we come back after 60 seconds. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here, the Atomo Radio broadcast booth from the baseball field, Mediapolis High School in Mediapolis, Iowa this evening. Beautiful night for a ball game. Mediapolis leads it 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Here's the 8th batter, number 1, Gannon Gunn, takes ball 1 outside from Hunter Stevens. 31 pitches. After that one, he's got 32 game total. Gunn, number 1, senior shortstop. 3:04 into play tonight. That one swung on, popped up, and stays in play right behind home plate. Nobody could get to it. Hard to look up into the sun and track that one. Just a strike. 1-1. Air helped Mediapolis out in the bottom of the first. They scored 1 on an error, and the Zach Fly scored another. The 1-1. High and in to Gannon Gunn. 2-1. Stevens out of the windup. The southpaw coming to Simmons. Low and in. So it's 3-1. I know Stevens would like nothing less than to not walk the leadoff man here. The 3-1. On the outside corner. Full now. 3-2 to Gunn. Stevens is ready, and the payoff is on the way. He let go of that one way too early. way to the right of Simmons. Good hustle, Caden, to come after it. Get it back to Stevens. That's ball 4, and Gunn draws a leadoff
At
walk.
bat, number 23, Brock Spears.
4th walk issued by Stevens. In the 9th spot is number 23, Brock Spears, the junior left fielder. It's at .375 for him coming into play tonight. 1 on and nobody out for Mediapolis as we play here in the bottom of the 2nd. They lead it 2-0. Right-handed batter is Spears. Out of the stretch, Stevens, the lefty, with a good look at the runner at first. He's coming to the plate. Nope. Inside. 1-0. A ball, the first pitch to Spears. Here comes the 1-0. Down and in. Again, 2-0. Step off and check of the runner. He's back over there. Gunn has his lead now. Stevens. The stretch and pitch. That one caught the outside corner. Boy, from our vantage point, looked a little bit outside, but Stevens gets the call. 2-1. He's ready again. He'll wind and deal. Boy, that looked better than the last pitch. Called a ball. 3-1. Stevens taking a while. Now he's setting the stretch in the 3-1. That one is in there. Looked at by Spears to make the count full at 3-2. Gunn drew a leadoff walk. He's down there at first with nobody out here. Bottom of the 2nd. Mediapolis leads it 2-0. The payoff. Got him to go fishing. Throw back down to first. Gunn is back. But Brock Spears the first out of the inning. Stevens gets him swinging. That first strikeout issued by
14, Hayden Googler.
Stevens. Brought to you by Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski, your Polaris Ranger. And ATV headquarters. Top of the order now, Googler. He grounded to short his first time. He's 0 for 1, 407. On the season, there goes the runner. The pitch to him. No throw. It's a ball. 1-0 to Googler. Move Gunn down to second on a stolen base. So runner at second in scoring position with 1 out for Mediapolis is the count to the batter. Googler is 1-0. Stevens to the plate, high and outside. 2-0. Now to Googler. Where's number 14, the leadoff man for Mediapolis, junior second baseman. Stevens 2-0, catches the outside corner. 2-1 now. Runner stays, the 2-1 off the outside corner, a little high, making it 3-1. So Stevens a ball away from issuing his 5th walk here in less than 2 innings. That's not a way you spell success normally in baseball. The 3-1. Oh. Swing, did he foul it off? Was it a dead ball? Runner stays put. Popped away from Simmons. I don't know if he got a piece of it. Maybe. I think so. It's a strike nonetheless. Count full now to Googler. 3-2. He saw 5 pitches in his first at-bat, has seen 5 here. He's getting a good look at Stevens in his first 2 at-bats. Here comes the payoff. Swung on, popped up, infield, Millard back on the grass. He's got it. Runner Gunn at second stays put. So Googler, second out of the inning. The pop out to Millard.
17, Will Lutniger.
In the 2 spot for Mediapolis is number 17, Will Lutniger, senior third baseman. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Double, scored a run. Gunn out there at second now with 2 outs. Stevens' 19th pitch, and he goes. They step off. They got him picked off. Run Going to run at him. Now throw it back to second. And they tag him out. That play will go 1 to 4. Millard covering on the pickoff of Gunn. He's the third out of the inning. Will Lutenegger did not see a pitch. He will lead off. When Mediapolis bats in the bottom of the third, it'll be Will Lutenegger, Kyler Crow, and Cale Wishmeyer, the 3 due up for Mediapolis. 18 pitches for Stevens, a shorter inning to get through the second. He's got 49 game total. So Mediapolis, he didn't retire him in order, but they get no runs on no hits. There were no errors and nobody left for the Bulldogs. We've played 2. It's 2-0 Bulldogs. Come on back for the top of the third. Warriors to the plate once again. 7-8-9, Meek, Boley, and Harriman for Van Buren County when we come back from this 60-second break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you at the Atomo Radio broadcast booth. Kyler Crow begins work in his third inning. Bounced that first pitch in there to Jackson Meek, count 1-0. Meek in the 7th spot in the order. Where's number 14, junior right fielder, 211. For him on the season, he was 1 for 2, a double, a walk, and a run scored against Danville. The 1-0 in there. Count even at 1-1 now to Meek. Right-handed batter facing the righty Crow. Started the inning with 27 game total pitches. He's got 2. He's up to 29. Here comes number 30. Low to Meek. 2-1 to Jackson now. Mediapolis leads it 2-0 as we play top of the third. Crow likes to work out of the stretch. Meek asks for time and is granted. He was not granted time as he asked for it against Danville. Struck out on the pitch. But is granted time in this case, and he swings through that fastball. Count even at 2-2. Warriors looking for a start here, looking for their first base runner. Crow has retired all 6 he's faced. And an inside fastball. Jackson swung through that one. Crow, that's his 4th consecutive strikeout. 1 out in the inning.
At bat, number 7, Parker Boley.
For the 8th man in the order, the DH, number 7, sophomore Parker Boley. He bats for the pitcher, number 5, Hunter Stevens, the freshman who's on the mound for the Warriors. Boley in there from the right side. Crow's first offering to him, catches the outer half for strike 1. 0-1 to Boley. Boley was 1 for 1 with a single, an RBI, a run scored against Danville. Kept that rally going. He sends that one, a bouncer, gloved by the second baseman, way to his left. He'll throw over to the first baseman. That's Googler to Griffin. And Boley is the second out of the inning. He made the Mediapolis defense work on that one, 4-3 on the putout. So the number 9 man in the order wears number 6, Nolan Harriman, sophomore center fielder tonight. No Eli McKinney tonight. Harriman playing center. Harriman on the season, 333 in limited at-bats. Swings through that first offering from Crow, 0-1. Nolan Harriman was 1 for 2 with a single against Danville. Crow is 0-1. That one too far off the outside corner. Ball 1 to Nolan Harriman. Count even, 1-1. Top of the order on deck for the Warriors, Reed Kite. Here comes a 1-1. Nope, high and in off the catcher's glove all the way. Trickles to the backstop. It's 2-1. Crow up to a game total of 37 pitches. He's got 10 so far here in this inning. Base is empty, 2 outs. Crow to Harriman. High. And count 3-1 to Nolan Harriman. Warriors still looking for their first base runner of the game. The 3-1. And it's a walk. That is the first base runner for the Warriors, as Nolan Harriman draws a walk out of the 9th spot. 1 on with 2 out now. First base on ball issued by Kyler Crow. That'll turn the lineup over to the top. Number 3, Reed Kite. The freshman shortstop, he's 0 for 1, grounded to short. 1 shortstop, grounded out to the other, start the game. So Nolan Harriman is lead at first. Crow the pitch. He missed, high and in. 1-0 to Reed Kite. Warriors looking for a 2-out rally. The pitch. That one is in there. Count 1-1 to Reed Kite. Into play tonight, 391. Crow's out of the stretch, as he always is, but there is a runner at first. The pitch. Ooh, that one looked good. Must have been a little high. Count 2-1. 15 pitches for Crow now here in the third. Here comes 16. That one is over and in there to make the count even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-0 Mediapolis. 1 on for the Warriors. Harriman drew a walk. He's at first. Here comes Crow. Tapped, foul, third base side. And we'll do it again from 2-2. Reed Kite trotting back down the first base line to grab his bright pink bat. He'll climb back in the right-handed batter's box after smoothing out a little dirt. Harriman, a mediocre lead at first. The 2-2 from Crow to Reed Kite. High and outside. They'll throw back behind the runner. He's there safely. And it's a full count now to Reed Kite, 3-2. Warriors looking to put consecutive runners on here with 2 out. Here comes the 3-2. Swung on, fly ball, right field, right fielder into his left. He's underneath it and makes the catch. That is Quincy King out there to retire Reed Kite. He's the third out of the inning on the fly out to right field. So the Warriors get a base runner but can't do anything with it. When they bat again, it'll be 2-3-4. Millard, Creek, Kite, and Simmons in the top of the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors. Warriors leave 1. 19 pitches for Crow to get Mediapolis through the third. 46 game total. Mediapolis still leads it 2-0 after 2.5. They're coming to the plate in the bottom of the third. When we come back from this 60-second break, 2-3-4, Will Lutenegger, Kyler Crow, Cale Wishmeyer, the 3-2 up for the Bulldogs. Come on back with us. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
When you're rolling through the beautiful hills of Van Buren County, make a stop in Dowd's at Dowd's Quick Stop. Open every day. This month, try our pizza flavor of the month, Buffalo Chicken. Grab a large one-topping pizza and 8 wings for just $19. Or try the cheeseburger meal deal. Burger, fries, and a 32-ounce drink for only $11. And don't miss the open-air cooler loaded with wraps, salads, pickle wraps, deviled eggs, and dessert. Dowd's Quick Stop. Good food, great people, right in the heart of scenic Van Buren County.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, here we are back with you once again from Mediapolis, Iowa, the Mediapolis High School, to go to Bottom of the third for the Bulldogs coming to the plate. Up in the 2 spot is number 17, Will Lutenegger, senior. He swings, third baseman. Pop fly foul, right side, over Kirkhart. Oh, it's fair. Excuse me. Landed just fair and good hustle. It's a hustle double. Nobody could get to it. I think the right fielder out there, Meek, saying that it was foul, but they call it fair. And Will Lutenegger
At bat, number 6, Kyler Crow.
has a leadoff double. 1 on, nobody out. He's in scoring position. First hit of the inning. Second hit given up by Stevens. Up next for Mediapolis in the 3 spot is number 6, Kyler Crow, senior on the mound. He's 0 for 1, drawn a walk, scored a run. Stevens out of the stretch. That pitch swung on, popped up, out of play, foul. Count 0-1 to Crow. 3:53 for him. Into action tonight. Will Lutenegger, the lead out there at second. Stevens, the pitch, off the outer corner is ball 1. Count even 1-1 to Kyler Crow now. He's faced just 1 over the minimum through 3 innings on the mound, looking to help his cause. The 1-1, low and in to Simmons, the catcher, 2-1. Mediapolis got 2 in the first, nothing in the second. They got the leadoff man out there in scoring position at second with nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Stevens is ready to pitch to Crow. A little bit high and outside, evidently. 3-1 now. Stevens is out of the stretch. The runner at second, the pitch swung on and lined out to center. Gets down in front of Nolan Harriman out there. Glove on a bounce, thrown back into Reed Kite. And
number 7,
back-to-back hits
Wishmeyer.
as Kyler Crow has a single to center. That'll move Will Lutenegger over to third. First and third, nobody out. Mediapolis has something brewing here in the bottom of the third. Second hit of the inning. And for Crow, Xander Johnson going to courtesy run again for the pitcher. Will Lutenegger at third. Johnson courtesy runner at first for the Bulldogs. 2 on, first and third, nobody out. Mediapolis leads it 2-0 here. Bottom of the third. Up next is the DH in the cleanup spot, number 7, Cale Wishmeyer. The pitch, there goes a runner, swing and a miss. And Simmons will just hold on to it. Count 0-1 to Wishmeyer. Send. Courtesy runner Johnson down to second on a stolen base. So now second and third with nobody out. Wishmeyer wears number 7, junior DH. He's batting for number 26, Quincy King, the junior right fielder. Wishmeyer 360. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, popped up and over us and out of play. So quickly it's 0-2 to Wishmeyer, the designated hitter tonight for Mediapolis. Runners have their leads at second and third base in foul territory. There's the pitch too far high and outside. A good waste of a pitch by Stevens to Wishmeyer. 1-2 now. Sun's just getting tougher and tougher to look into for me. The 1-2. Oh, we got him to go fishing. Did he swing? Yes, he did. Didn't ask for an appeal. The home plate umpire made that call on his own. So he went too far on the swing, and Wishmeyer is the first out of the inning on a swinging strikeout.
At bat,
Second strikeout brought to you by Slayton Polaris, issued or recorded by Stevens, I should say. Here's Henry Lutenegger. He's been up once, drawn a walk. Strike 1 to him there, swinging. So second and third with 1 out now for Mediapolis. 0-1 to Henry Lutenegger. He bats in the 5 spot in the order. Wears number 4, junior center fielder. 300 coming into play today. The pitch, a ball outside. Count even at 1-1. So Stevens would love another strikeout here. Leave those runners at second and third. They're both in scoring position. But it'd be nice to have 2 outs and then look to get out of the inning. That pitch is a ball outside again. 2-1 to Henry Lutenegger. Stevens is working out of the stretch. The pitch. Tapper. Fair out in front of the mound. Stevens off. He'll shovel to Simmons. Runner beats at home. Going to be a swinging bunt. Henry Lutenegger has a single. Third hit of the inning. Fourth given up by Stevens. Give him an RBI as Lutenegger scores on the play to make it 3-0 Mediapolis, and courtesy runner Johnson to third. So here in the bottom of the third, a swinging bunt scores one. Swinging bunt by Henry Lutenegger scores one to make it 3-0 Mediapolis. One out. Still 2 on at first and third for number 5, Parker Lang. Bats in the 6th spot, senior catcher. There goes a runner from first. That one is a ball inside. No throw. So Henry Lutenegger down to second on a stolen base. Second and third with 1 out. They've tallied once here in the inning. Count is 1-0. Parker Lang. He's at 483. First time he flied to left. The pitch. Caught the corner on the 16th pitch of the inning for Stevens. The count is even at 1-1 to Lang. He has an impressive 483 average coming into play tonight. Stevens to Lang. That one, a called strike. Looked like on the outer half, 1-2. Stevens would love a strikeout. Mediapolis has him at second and third. They've tallied once. There's 1 out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him fishing. Off the outside corner. He does get that swinging strikeout. Second out of the inning is Parker Lang.
Number 22, Max Griffin.
That's the third strikeout recorded by Stevens. In there now is Max Griffin. He popped out to the shortstop his first time up. Into play tonight, 273. Lefty batter, high and in. Stevens brushed him back for ball 1. So now there's 2 out. Warriors can record an out at first. They go the easy way if they want. Don't worry about the runners at second and third. They'll get out of the inning. But Griffin, a dangerous hitter. That one bounced in there, skipped away from Simmons to the right, not far enough for anybody to go anywhere. So the count to Max Griffin, number 22, the senior first baseman, hits in the 7th spot, is 2-0. Johnson, the courtesy runner at third. Lutenegger, Henry, he's at second. That pitch tapped foul, first base side. Strike 1 to Griffin. 2-1 to count to Max now. Let's see. Stevens started this inning with 49 game total pitches. He's got 21. He's up to 70. The 2-1. Griffin sends it down the right field line. Foul. 2-2 to Griffin. So Jackson Meek back to his spot in right field. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's 2 outs. At bat is number 22. Mediapolis leads at 3-0. Bottom of the third. That's too far inside. And it's full now. 3-2 to Max Griffin. A walk would load him up for Mediapolis. Warriors do have 2 outs. They trail it. 3-0 here. Stevens is set. And the payoff to Griffin. Nope, that's ball 4. Too far inside. So base on ball to load him up. That is the
number 1, Gannon Gunn.
5th walk issued by Stevens. Here is Gannon Gunn, number 1 in the 8th spot, senior shortstop. 3:04 into play tonight. He drew a walk, got picked off on the bases in the 2nd. Bases loaded for Mediapolis. They tallied once on 3 hits here in the inning. That pitch lined out to left. Going to get down in front of Keegan Young out there. Scores 2. A 2 RBI single for Gannon Gunn. Move Griffin.
Number 23, Brock Spears.
Move Griffin all the way over to third. Score, courtesy runner Johnson. Henry Lutenegger on the play. It's 5-0. Mediapolis. There goes the runner from first. That pitch nubbed foul right side. Strike one to Brock Spears. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. He bats in the 9th spot, number 23, junior left fielder, 375 for Spears. So Mediapolis has tallied 3 runs here on 4 hits to lead it. There goes the runner from first to second. Pitch is a ball, 1-1 to count. Send Gunn down to second on the stolen base. That one bounced in there by Stevens to Simmons. Ball 2 to Spears. So in the inning, 3 runs on 4 hits for Mediapolis. They still have 2 out there at second and third. There are 2 outs. Warriors looking for a way out of this inning. Stevens has given up the 5 runs on 5 hits, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. He's got 77 total pitches here in less than 3 innings. It's 2-1 to Spears. And the pitch. A chopper to third. Glove by Creed Kite. Thrown over to Kirkhart. And Brock Spears is the 3rd out of the inning on a nice play from Creed Kite to Kirkhart. That goes down 5-3 on the putout. Top of the order for Mediapolis in the bottom of the 4th. Googler, Lutenegger, and Crow when they bat again. But Mediapolis gets 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors by the Warriors. They end up leaving 2 runners on base. They've stranded 4 now. 29 pitches for Stevens to get the Warriors through the 3rd. 78 game total for Hunter. So after 3 are complete, Mediapolis leads at 3-0. Warriors coming to the plate in the top of the 4th. When we come back, 2-3-4, Millard, Creek, Kite, Simmons due up. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball. Come on back with us after this 60-second break right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We return to Mediapolis High School, Mediapolis, Iowa, for the top of the 4th. Kyler Crow back on the mound to begin working his 4th inning. First pitch to Kinnick Millard is in there for a called strike. Millard 0 for 1 on the day. A fly to center, entering play today, 174 average. The 0-1 backed him out of there. Ball 1. 1-1 to Kinnick now. Crow started this inning with 46 pitches. He's got 2 so far. He's up to 48. He's working out of the stretch as he normally does. Here comes 49. Low and in. 2-1. Millard ahead of Crow now. Warriors trail at 5-0. Mediapolis 2 in the first, 3 in the third. Fouled off right side. Back to the fence. And that'll make the count even. 2-2 to Kinnick Millard. Warriors, junior second baseman tonight. Here comes the 2-2. And it was a breaking ball, caught him looking. Miller to backwards K. First out of the inning. Crow, his 5th strikeout issued tonight. Up next for the Warriors in the 3 spot is number 13, Creed Kite, sophomore third baseman. 0 for 1, a fly out to right. Kite into play tonight, 348. He'll be in there from the right side to face the righty Crow. Told you it would be tough against Crow. He's a pretty good pitcher. The first pitch. Missed. Low and in. 1-0 to Creek Kite. Warriors got to get some guys on here and tighten the screws on Mediapolis a little bit, not putting any pressure on them right now. Tapped foul behind the plate and to the left. Count even 1-1. The Warriors with just one base runner through 3 innings. That was a walk to Harriman, the number 9 batter. Third man up last inning. He was stranded on the bases. That's the only tally as far as base runners go for the Warriors. They've left one. That pitch, grounded, infield to third base. Throw over high to Max Griffin. He comes down, dropped it. And that's going to be a throwing error on the third baseman as it was a high throw. So there's a base runner. Cree Kite will reach on the E5, grounder to third, high throw to Max Griffin. First error of the night on Mediapolis. So a one-out base runner. Let's see if the Warriors, if that's a start for the offense. Here's the cleanup man, number 17, Caden Simmons, the senior catcher. He got caught looking in the second, 0 for 1. Into play tonight, 111 for Simmons. Cree Kite the lead at first. Here comes Crow. That one missed high. Looked like it was right down Broadway. 1-0. Cree Kite has his lead. Crow checks him. Here he comes. That one is through the zone to even the count at 1-1. Crow's 1-1. Inside, popped away from the catcher. There goes Cree Kite. They will throw down. Kite slides underneath safely. So the count to Simmons is 2-1. Send Cree Kite down to second on a stolen base, I guess. Popped away from the catcher. Not truly a pass ball. That one fouled off right side. And the count to Simmons now is 2-2. Kind of a pass ball, but we'll give him a steal a second. Runner has his lead. The pitch popped up and out of play behind us to the right. Do it again from 2-2. Here comes a 2-2 from Crow to Simmons. Strike 3 swinging. Caden down on strikes for the second time tonight. Second out of the inning. Crow, 6 strikeout
number 10,
recorded.
Colton Kirkhart.
Up next for the Warriors in the 5 spot is number 10, Colton Kirkhart, senior first baseman. 0 for 1 on the night, a swinging strikeout. Warriors do have a runner in scoring position with 2 out. That's Cree Kite out there at second. The pitch to Kirkhart is strike 1. Kirkhart looked at it. 0-1 to the Warrior first baseman. Warriors looking for a big hit to break the ice here. Get on the scoreboard. They're down 5-0, top of the 4th. Here comes the 0-1. Nope. Lone outside. 1-1. 16th pitch of the inning for Crow. He's up to 62 game total now. We're in the 4th with 2 out, top of the 4th. Count 1-1 to Kirkhart, and the pitch. Fouled back into the fence. That one sticks. Keegan Young with a nice vertical to jump and pull it out of there. Strike 2 to Kirkhart. 1-2 now. Crow a strike away from getting out of the inning. Warriors looking for a big 2-out run scoring hit. The 1-2. Line to right. And that will get down in front of King out there. Not deep enough. Cree Kite going to hold up at third. So Colton Kirkhart, first hit of the night for the Warriors with a single to right.
At bat number 1, Keegan Young.
So first and third now for the Warriors with 2 out. For the 6-hitter, number 1, Keegan Young, senior left fielder, 0 for 1, got caught looking into play tonight. Young, 235. Right-handed batter, Crow, the righty coming to him. High. 1-0 to Keegan Young. So Kirkhart, a nice job there. Gets a 2-out, 2-strike single to move Cree Kite. Just not hitting the right spot to score him. That one's a called strike on the inner half. 1-1. That single to right just not hit. If it was in the gap, I think Creekite would have scored, or more down the line, hit right in front of the right fielder, and they decided to hold him up at third. Probably the right play. The pitch bounced in there right below the catcher. He picks it up, 2-1 to Keegan Young. And head coach Ron Walker down there just decided not to be so aggressive on that one. On that single, he held up Creekite. He should have been off on contact with 2 outs. I didn't see the jump he got. That one, fouled off at Meek in the on-deck circle. I think it hit him. Caught him in the leg over there. Emergency hack by Young. Or into the dugout. I don't know if it hit him and then into the dugout. See the ball popping out of there. Home plate umpire coming to get a couple of foul balls from assistant coach Dan Smith, giving Meek a second over there. That one ball went in the water. They're going to toss that one out of play. It must be a puddle in the ditch back there. So the count to Keegan Young is 2-2 with 2 out. 2 on for the Warriors at first and third. Meek, it looked like he hit off his left knee on the emergency hack on that last pitch by Young. Sent it right over to the Warrior dugout. That's a funny angle, but you always got to be aware over there. Well, that's why he's wearing a helmet. I mean, doing the right thing. It just caught him in the left knee, I think. But he looks no worse for the wear. Crow is ready. And the 2-2. Fouled back right above us and down, right in front of us here. Do it again from 2-2. That was the 23rd pitch of the inning for Crow. This is by far the most pitches he's thrown. 11 in the first, 16 in the second, 19 in the third, 23 here in the fourth. That pitch swung on. Fly ball, right field. Right fielder over, right about on the line. And this time he's able to make the catch. So Keegan Young flies to right for the third out of the inning. The Warriors get no runs on a hit. There was an error, and they end up leaving 2 on base. I'm going to write this down in my scoring summary here. Was an error, and the Warriors leave 2. They've stranded 3 now through 4. 24 pitches to get Crow and Mediapolis through the fourth. He's up to a game total of 70. So we played 3.5. Mediapolis still leads at 5-0, and they're coming to the plate when we return from this 60-second break. They've got the top of the order coming up: Googler, Will Lutenegger, and Crow. Coming back from more Warrior Baseball, you're tuned into it right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you here. Mediapolis High School, Mediapolis, Iowa. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. Mediapolis top of the order. Googler, Will Lutenegger, and Crow, the 3 due up, and I believe that number 6, a new pitcher for the Warriors, Nolan Harriman. Let's try to set him up for you best we can. Number 6, a sophomore, Nolan Harriman, pitched in 5 games, has not started any, or no record, does not have a save, 8 2/3 innings pitched, 165 total pitches, 36 official at-bats against Harriman, 389 average, 14 hits, 12 runs, 10 earned, 8 walks, 3 hit batters, 6 strikeouts, 8.08 ERA for Nolan Harriman. And literally, as you can see in the camera view, we're looking about right into the sun. It won't get any better until it sets here in a few minutes, as I'm having to shade my eyes just to see what is going on. So I'll get the changes for you whenever I can. Harriman likes to throw a knuckleball. That one in there for a called strike to Googler, 0-1. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Into play today, Googler 407. Right-handed batter, Harriman the righty out of the windup. That one fouled back, swung on right back at us. 0-2. So Stevens tonight goes 3 full innings, gives up the 5 runs on 5 hits, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts, 78 game total pitches for Hunter Stevens. Harriman takes over here, top of the 4th. First batter he is facing is Googler, 0-2 the count. Noise over there from the softball field, although we can't see the score. Pitch swung on, a soft liner to Millard. Makes the catch right in his tracks, basically. Googler, the first out of the inning. On the line out.
Bat number 17, Will.
Soft line out to Millard at second. Up next is number 17 in the 2 spot, Will Lutenegger, senior third baseman. He's 2 for 2 on the night, a couple of doubles, a couple of runs scored. 4:19 coming into play tonight. Right-handed batter, Harriman. The windup, first pitch to Will Lutenegger. Inside for ball 1. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Mediapolis leads it 5-0. The 1-0 to Will Lutenegger. Fouled off right side towards the Warrior dugout on probably a knuckleball from Nolan Harriman. Likes to throw that. Count even 1-1. Maybe looking to just keep him off balance. First base coach in to chat with the home plate umpire. Now the umpire's getting together about what? I have no idea. Not sure what you could be talking about right here. Catcher interference. What kind of pitch Harriman is throwing? I'm mystified, AJ. I have no idea. There's 1 out, nobody on, 1-1 to Will Lutenegger. There's nobody on base to hold on. He's not working out of the stretch, so it can't be something with that. Not sure what the first base coach, Josh Gunn, down there brought to the attention of the home plate umpire. Are they waiting on the sun? They're staring into it just like we are. What are they saying? I don't know. Very strange. So, home plate umpire back to his spot. The base umpire down the right field line a little bit. Might ask about that. The pitch. High chopper. Glove by Kite. Thrown to Kirkhart. Warriors record the out at first. Second out of the inning. Will Lutenegger retired 5-3. Cree Kite to Colton Kirkhart. Base is empty, 2 out. Have to ask Coach Walker about that in the interview, see if he knows what they were talking about. I do not. All right, up next for Mediapolis in the 3 spot is number 6, Kyler Crow, senior on the mound. He is 1 for 1, single, a walk, 2 runs scored. He'll bat from the right side, 3:53 coming into play tonight. Base is empty, 2 out. Harriman has Mediapolis off balance a little bit here after coming in for Stevens. That one low and outside. 1-0. Harriman, the 1-0. Fouled back into the screen right above us. Count even at 1-1. Everybody ready again. Harriman's 1-1. Nope, bounced that one in there way low and outside all the way to the backstop right by us. So, count 2-1 now to Kyler Crow. Kale Wishmeyer out of the on-deck spot to retrieve that pass ball. Wild pitch, I guess. The 2-1. Missed. Low. 3-1 now. The count to Kyler Crow. Harriman coming to him. That pitch. Fly to deep left center. And whoever's out there made the catch on the change. It was Harriman. We will have to see if I can get a number for you on the Warriors as they're coming in. I think it was Jackson Meek out there in center. So 11 pitches for Harriman to get the Warriors through the fourth inning. Mediapolis retired in order 1, 2, 3. Kyler Crow, the last out of the inning on that fly out to the center fielder, Jackson Meek. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left for Mediapolis in the bottom of the fourth. They continue to lead it 5-0. Top of the fifth coming at you after we return from a 60-second break. It'll be 7-8-9. Meek, after making that catch, Boley and Harriman, the 3-2 up for the Warriors. Come on back with us. You're tuned into it right here on the Atomo Radio Group, Warrior Baseball, that is, Atomo Radio YouTube Sports Channel.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Back with you. And the first pitch to Jackson Meek. Kyler Crow hits him just gently on the inside part there. But he is hit nonetheless. Maybe skimmed his jersey. So Meek hit by a pitch. The Warriors get the leadoff man on here as Crow begins work in his fifth inning. That was his 71st pitch of the night. And the first hit batter by Crow. 1 on, nobody out for the Warriors. Meek now 0 for 1 of the strikeout and a hit by a pitch. Here's Boley. Swung through the first pitch from Crow, 0-1. Boley on the night, 0 for 1. Grounded out to second. Crow ready, the 0-1 is in there on the inner half. Quickly 0-2 to Boley. The sun behind a cloud, that's helping us out. Very picturesque, a sunset as you can see on the camera. So finally a little easier to look or see. That is a swinging strikeout, foul tip held onto by the catcher Lang. Boley, the first out of the inning on the swinging strikeout. So 1 on now and 1 out. That's Crow's 7th strikeout recorded. Next for the Warriors in the 9 spot is number 6, Nolan Harriman. Sophomore, started in center field, pitched the last inning for the Warriors. Meek with his lead at first. He stays. That pitch is a called strike 1 to Nolan Harriman. 0-1 the count. Harriman 333 into play tonight. Meek moved from right to center. We'll have to look and see who's playing right. Harriman in from center to pitch. Swing and a miss. They'll throw behind the runner. Ooh, almost a bad throw. Griffin up high to get that as Meek's back safely. 0-2 the count to the batter, Harriman. Warriors trail at 5-0 here. With 1 out in the top of the 5th, Crow to the plate, swung through. And Harriman is a swinging strikeout victim for the 2nd out of the inning. 8th strikeout recorded by Crow. So 1 on now, Meek at first after being hit by that pitch for the top of the order. Number 3, Reed Kite, the freshman shortstop, 0 for 2 on the day. Into play today, Reed Kite 391. Crow's a tough customer on the mound. He shut down the Warriors last year as well in 13 innings in the 2 games. That one tapped foul, third base side, 0-1 to Reed Kite. Third time through the order here starting for Crow. He's got 8 pitches, started the inning with 70, so you can do the math there, 78 game total. Lights are on here at the, I'll call it Bulldog Baseball Field here in Mediapolis High School. I don't think the field has a name. The 0-1. Grounded to Griffin on 2 hops. He's got it. He'll step on the bag to end the inning. Reed Kite is the third out, retired, 3 unassisted. When the Warriors bat in the top of the 6th, 2, 3, 4, Millard, Creek Kite, and Caden Simmons due up. They get no runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1 on the hit by pitch to Jackson Meek. Crow, 9 pitches, his shortest inning of work in the 5th, 79 game total. After 4.5, still 5-0 Mediapolis. They'll be coming to the plate in the bottom of the 5th when we return. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Wishmeyer, Henry, Lutenegger, and Lang when we come back. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball. We'll be back with you in 60 seconds right here on the Atemlo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
All right, we're back with you from the Atemlo Radio broadcast booth here at the Bulldog Baseball Field, Mediapolis High School, Mediapolis, Iowa, going to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the cleanup man, number 7, Cale Wishmeyer Jr., the DH. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, also drawn a walk, stranded on the bases. Wishmeyer batting for Quincy King, 360 for Wishmeyer. Harriman back on the mound to start working his second inning, the first pitch. Ball 1 outside. 1-0. Maybe AJ can get me a number on the right fielder. It might be Parker Boley out there, number 7. That pitch swung on and drilled deep to left. It's going to go foul. Has home run distance. It's foul and out of play. Just a long strike. 1-1 to Wishmeyer. Looks like Parker Boley out there, number 7. Yes. Okay. So Boley in from the DH spot is playing right field now. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch grounded to third. Fair. Glove by Creekite. A strong throw to Kirkhart. Nice play. And they get the out at first. Wishmeyer, the first out of the inning. Another 5-3 put out. Cree to Colton Kirkhart over there at first. Nice play by the Warrior infield. Base is empty. 1 out for the number 5 batter, Henry Lutenegger. Wears number 4, the junior center fielder. He is 1 for 1 with a single, an RBI, a run scored, also drawn a walk, stranded on the bases. Playing center field tonight for Mediapolis, 300 average coming into play. Right-handed batter, he'll face the righty Harriman, who has retired all 4 batters he's faced. So far so good for Nolan Harriman. Out of the windup, here comes the first pitch to Henry Lutenegger. Nope, that one's low and outside for ball 1. 1-0. Got to just watch out for the big innings, though. I mean, against a good team like Mediapolis, that's what the Warriors are trying to stay away from right now. They've scattered the 5 runs, given up 2 and then 3. That pitch missed inside. Ball 2. You just got to stay away from that messy inning. Make sure you keep it in the game. Stay away from that 10-run rule. It's 15 after 4. That won't happen, but the 10 after 5. The next pitch. Driven to left. To his left is the left fielder, Keegan Young. He's underneath it, and the catch is made. Harriman 5 in a row, retired. Henry Lutenegger, the second out of the inning. He flies to Young in left. Up next for Mediapolis, the 6th spot in the order is number 5, Parker Lang, the senior catcher. 0 for 2. Well, I take that back. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. He does have a sacrifice and an RBI. He's a right-handed batter as well. 2 outs and nobody on. That sunset keeps getting more beautiful back there to the left of the scoreboard with that cloud in the way. Wow. What a picturesque setting. That one fouled straight back at AJ and me. Strike 1. 0-1 to Lang. Griffin off the on-deck spot to retrieve that foul ball. Getting it out of the field of play. So in the outfield now, it's Young in left, Meek in center, I believe, and Boley in right to pitch. Check swing, he held. Ball 1 to Lang. Count even at 1-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs, nobody on. Mediapolis with the lead, 5-0. 2 in the first, 3 in the third for the Bulldogs. Harriman's 1-1. Oh, a tad bit low. Looked like a good pitch. Must have just been under the zone. 2-1 now to Lang. Harriman ready. He'll rock and fire. Pitch lined foul first base line. And the count is even now to Parker Lang, 2-2. So, Harriman and the Warriors a strike away from getting out of the 5th with no damage done. Here comes the 2-2. Driven down the left field line. Fair. Well, and Keegan Young slips. He'll grab it, and it's a long single as it comes back into the infield. So a 2-out single by Lang puts 1 on with 2 out for Mediapolis. First hit of the inning.
Max Griffin.
And it's the first hit given up by Harriman. 6th hit given up by Warrior pitching. Courtesy runner for Lang, the catcher. That's number 27, Kason Fuhrer. Fuhrer. He's a freshman. Courtesy runner for the catcher, Lang. So, Mediapolis with a 2-out base runner. That'll bring up Max Griffin, number 22. He's in the 7th spot in the Mediapolis order, senior first baseman. 0 for 1 on the night. He's drawn a walk, stranded on the bases, and a pop out to short. Left-handed batter, Griffin. Harriman will check him at first. Back safely is the courtesy runner, Fuhrer. Harriman working out of the stretch. He'll step and check him at first again. Back safely is Fuhrer. Griffin still waiting on that first pitch from Harriman. Check him again, and this time they throw it away. Jeez. That one is a low throw. That's going to be an E1. Tough one to handle for Kirkhart. Bad throw from Harriman. So they check him 3 times, and the 3rd time, Fuhrer goes to second in scoring position on the E1. That is second error of the night. 2 errors for the Warriors, 1 for Mediapolis. Mediapolis leads at 5-0. They're out hitting the Warriors. That pitch is a ball to Griffin on the first offering to him. 1-0. So they've got a hit in this inning. They've got 6 hits. The Warriors with just 1. Mediapolis leads at 5-0. Warriors with 2 errors. Mediapolis with 1. Each team has stranded 4. That pitch swung on and hit to right center. Fairly deep. Meek is over, though. He's under it. Jackson will make the catch. Warriors out of trouble in the bottom of the 5th. Max Griffin, the 3rd out of the inning, on the fly out to the center fielder, Jackson Meek. Mediapolis bats in the bottom of the 6th. It'll be 8-9-1, Gunn, Spears, and Googler. Mediapolis gets no runs on a hit. There was 1 error. They end up leaving 1 on base. 13 pitches for Harriman in relief, doing a nice job. He's went 2 innings, hasn't given up anything. He's up to a game total of 24. So the score remains 5-0 after 5 complete innings. Top of the 6th. coming at you when we return from a 60-second break. 2-3-4, Millard, Creek, Kite, Simmons due up for the Warriors. Looking for some runs right here on the Autumnal Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Summer travel season is here. Are you ready? With Pilot Grove Savings Bank's digital banking tools, you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, and stay connected, whether you're at home or on the road. Stop into any of our 17 locations or give your nearest branch a call and travel with confidence this summer. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Banking made easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
All right, we're back with you here from the Autumnal Radio broadcast booth at Mediapolis High School. New pitcher facing Millard, strike one. I think it's number 4, Henry Lutenegger. I think Millard steps out. AJ's looking for me through the binoculars. I think it's Henry Lutenegger in there. The 0-1 to Millard. Fouled off the catcher. 4. Yeah. Count to Millard is 0-2. Number 4 is Henry Lutenegger. Crow goes 5, giving up no runs on a hit, a walk, 8 strikeouts on 79 game total pitches, I believe. The 0-2 from Henry Lutenegger to Millard. Ooh, just a little bit high and outside. That was a good pitch, a pitcher's pitch. Millard took a tough one for ball 1. We'll see if we can. Here comes the next pitch. Lined, right back at him, and he makes a defensive stab of the line drive. Wow, right back at Henry Lutenegger in self-defense, catches that line drive. First out of the inning is Millard on the line out to the pitcher. Tough luck for Kinnick. He made good contact right where you want to send it, right back up the middle. Henry Lutenegger, number 4, the junior, pitched in 3 games, started 1, no record. He's got a save. 6 2/3 innings pitched, 146 total pitches, 32 official at-bats, and 0.62 average against him, giving up 2 hits, 4 runs, both of them earned. Here's the first pitch, swing and a miss to Cree Kite, 0-1. Millard now on the night is 0 for 3, Cree Kite 0 for 2. He's reached on an error. Lutenegger, 2 earned runs, 7 walks, 2 hit batters. That pitch is a ball to Cree Kite. He's struck out 8. He's got a 2.10 ERA. That's the setup of the new pitcher. 1-1 to Cree Kite. Pitch lined out to center, right center. Center fielder Crow, I think he went out there and he'll make a running catch off the mound. So I think he and Lutenegger just switched places. Cree Kite the second out of the inning on the fly to Crow in center. So let's get that change on the other side of the book here. Henry Lutenegger in from center to pitch. Kyler Crow off the mound. I think he's out in center. That's where he plays when he's not on the mound. So in 7 pitches, Henry Lutenegger has 2 outs. Here's number 17 in the cleanup spot. Caden Simmons, the junior catcher. 0 for 2 on the night. A couple of strikeouts, 1 each way. Ball 1 to Caden. 1-0. Simmons into play tonight, 111. Cree Kite was at 348. Millard was at 174. The pitch. Breaking ball in there. Count 1-1. Warriors getting low on outs here. They got 4 to deal with. They're down 5-zip. The pitch is a called strike 2. 1-2 to Simmons now. On deck for the Warriors is Kirkhart. He had a hit his last time up. Reached out and tapped slowly to second. Charged, gloved, thrown over to first. That is Googler to Griffin. Caden Simmons, third out of the inning, 4-3 on the putout. When the Warriors bat the last time in the top of the 7th, Kirkhart, Young, and Meek, the 3 due up. The Warriors are retired in order in the top of the 6th. 11 pitches for Henry Lutenegger to get through. Used his defense on all 3 outs. So after 5.5, the score remains Mediapolis 5, Van Buren County nothing. Mediapolis to the plate in the bottom of the 6th when we return from a 60-second break. 8-9-1. Gunn, Spears, and Googler, the 3 due up. Come on back with us. You tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Autumnal Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here in a picturesque setting. Beautiful sunset straight over center field scoreboard there for boys high school varsity baseball action for you in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. AJ's taking advantage of a photo opportunity right here. Van Buren County Warriors in town to take on the Mediapolis Bulldogs. Mediapolis leads it after 5.5. 5-0. They're coming to the plate here. 8-9-1, Gunn, Spears, and Googler due up. Here's Gannon Gunn wearing number 1 in the 8th spot, senior shortstop tonight. 1 for 1 with a single, 2 RBIs. He's also drawn a walk. Nolan Harriman's first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0-1 to Gannon Gunn. Harriman beginning work in his third inning, 24 pitches. That was his 25th. Out of the windup comes Nolan on an 0-1. That one too low, skipped away from Simmons to the right. Count even 1-1 to Gunn. So finally here, it's been a little bit easier to look out that way over the past inning or so, but the sun just about set and lights are on. That one high and in. Ball 2-1 to Gunn. Leadoff man for Mediapolis here in the bottom of the 6th. 5 runs on 6 hits for Mediapolis. No runs on a hit for the Warriors. That's ball 3 inside. They got no errors up there for the Warriors. I've given them 2 on the scoreboard. So I've got none on 1 and 2 errors. They've stranded 4. There's a walk. Ball 4 to Gunn. Leadoff walk. And that's the first walk issued by Harriman. So 1 on with nobody out for the number 9 hitter in the order. Second man to bat in the inning for Mediapolis, number 23, Brock Spears, the junior left fielder. He's 0 for 2 on the night, a strikeout and a ground out to third. Into play tonight, Spears 375. Gunn was at 304. He's on at first with his lead. Harriman out of the stretch. Runner stays put. That pitch missed. Low and outside. 1-0. We'll see if Harriman can get through his third inning of work. He's kind of a junk pitcher, keeping a lineup off balance, but once they see him, he's had trouble in the past. Coach Ron Walker decided to leave him in, squared a bunt. That pitch is bunted out in front of the plate. Harriman off the mound to his right. Glove throw to first. Nice play. Does move the runner into scoring position. I guess we'll give him a sacrifice, but Spears the first out of the inning. 1-3 on the putout. We'll give him a sacrifice as he moves Gunn into scoring position at second. So 1 on now with 1 out for the top of the order for Mediapolis. 4th time through for them. Here's Hayden Googler. Number 14, the junior second baseman. He's 0 for 3 on the night. 4:07 into play today. He's a right-handed batter to face the righty Harriman, who will work out of the stretch with Gunn out there at second. The first pitch to Googler, low and way outside. 1-0 the count. Mediapolis with a 5-0 lead here as we play in the bottom of the 6th. Harriman to check of the runner and the pitch. On the outside corner to Googler. Strike 1. Harriman's 1-1. Low. 2-1 now to Googler. Like I said, with Mediapolis, you got to stay away from the ugly inning. Warriors have done that so far through 5, giving up 2 in the first, 3 in the third. Empty frames for Mediapolis in the second, fourth, and fifth. And the pitch. That one low off the outside corner. 3-1 now. Googler ahead of Harriman. Gunn out there in scoring position at second. There is one out on the sacrifice by Spears. So Harriman looking to find the zone here. And preferably not right down the middle of it, but somewhere else in the zone. That one missed. High and outside, and Googler draws a base on ball. First and second now with one out. It's a second walk issued by Nolan Harriman.
Number 17.
Okay.
Lutniger.
So there's 2 on with 1 out for the second man in the order, number 17, Will Lutniger, senior third baseman. He's 2 for 3, a couple of doubles, scored 2 runs, ground out to third for Will Lutniger. Kirkhart not holding the runner on as they're on at first and second. Harriman's pitch is outside. So missing the zone, struggling a little bit with command here. Here comes head coach Ron Walker to have a quick chat with him on the 13th pitch of the inning for Harriman. He's up to 37 game total. And I guess this is what I was talking about as Harriman started his third inning of work. Through the order one time, Nolan has been fairly effective this year, pretty effective, I will say. But maybe after teams have seen him once, as is such the case sometimes with a young pitcher, you start to figure him out sooner than maybe an older pitcher with better velocity. Harriman, I would call him a kind of a off-speed, change of pace pitcher with a knuckle curve or some kind of movement on a slower pitch, throws a lineup off after they've seen maybe some really good velocity. But second time through, maybe a little bit different. He's ready again. Here's the 1-0. That pitch lined out to center. Can Meek get there? He's coming in. No, it's going to find the grass. Runner from second will stay. That's going to load him up as Will Lutniger on a 1-0 pitch has himself a single. Move everybody else up. Gunn to third. Googler to second. They're loaded with 1 out for number 3. The third, I should say number 6, third in the order, Kyler Crow, senior, started on the mound, now playing center field. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Also drawn a walk, 2 runs scored in there from the right side. Crow 353 on the year. Warriors would love to turn 2 home to first and get out of this, or turn 2 up the middle. The pitch is lined out to center again. Right at Meek. Jackson makes a nice catch. And on one pitch, Crow lines out to center for the second out of the inning. So that's a big out right there.
7, Kale Wishmeyer.
Now an out anywhere to be had. Any base for the Warriors. They're still loaded with Mediapolis, but now 2 outs. For the DH in the cleanup spot, number 7, Kale Wishmeyer, the junior. He is 0 for 2. Strikeout, a ground out. Also drawn a walk, stranded on the bases in the first. Into play tonight, Wishmeyer was 360. Will Lutniger was at 419. That was a big out for the Warriors. Now, touch any base, you get out of this inning. Harriman's pitch is in there for a called strike 1. 0-1 to Wishmeyer. Gannon Gunn at third, Hayden Googler at second, Will Lutniger at first. Mediapolis leads at 5-0. There are 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th. Well, Harriman's pitch bounced in there. Simmons a good block, saved a run. Count even at 1-1 to Wishmeyer. A lot of orange and black on the field tonight. Mediapolis in orange uniform tops with white pants. The Warriors all white. Black shoulders, orange numbers and letters for the Warriors. Both teams orange and black school colors. Here comes pitch number 18 for Harriman in the bottom of the 6th. That one too far off the outside part of the plate for ball 2. 2-1 to Wishmeyer. Warriors looking to avoid a big 2-out hit here by Mediapolis. That would make things harder in the top of the 7th. They already trail at 5-0. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Harriman's pitch, grounded to Reed Kite. He'll glove, scoop to Millard at second. Now that's the third out. Don't need to relay it, Kinnick, but he did. There were two outs anyways. So Wishmeyer will reach on a fielder's choice. But Will Lutenegger going from first to second is the third out of the inning. 6-4 on the putout. So Mediapolis Warriors get out of trouble. No runs in the bottom of the sixth. On how many hits did they have? Just one. No errors by the Warriors, and they end up leaving 3 on base. Good job by Nolan Harriman. 19 pitches to get the Warriors through the sixth. He's up to a game total of 43. Warriors down to their last ups, trailing at 5-0. As we go to the top of the seventh, we need a bunch. We need 5. It'll be 5, 6, 7, Kirkhart, Young, and Meek. The 3 due up to face Henry Lutenegger. Back with you in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
First pitch, swing and a miss by Kirkhart here in the top of the seventh. 0-1 to Colton. He's 1 for 2 on the night with a single and a strikeout. Update on Warriors softball. They win 7-4 over Mediapolis on a 3-run homer by Tegan Sickles, maybe? So good job. Emergency hack by Kirkhart sent right towards the Warrior on deck batter, Keegan Young over there. Quickly 0-2 to Kirkhart. Henry Lutenegger back on the mound to start in his second inning of work. He's got 13 game total pitches. Here comes 14. Breaking ball into beauty. Kirkhart buckling a little bit on that one. So he's down looking a backwards K. First out of the inning, 1 out, nobody on. Lutenegger, that's his first strikeout.
Keegan Young.
The 9th strikeout recorded by Mediapolis pitching tonight. Here's number 1, Keegan Young, the senior left fielder. Henry Lutenegger is in there with a called strike 1. Keegan Young, the senior, 6th spot in the order, 0 for 2 on the night, a caught looking and a fly out to right. That one's on the outside corner. Another good fastball, 0-2. Really pretty sunset back there as we're looking. Easier to look out there now with the lights taking effect. Bounce that one in there low and outside. 1-2 the count. Warriors down to their final 2 outs here, trailing it by 5. They haven't played badly. Just haven't been able to do anything against the pitching of Mediapolis. That one snapped the glove and missed somewhere. Wow. I think the crowd was wondering about that, too. It's 2-2. Yikes. I wouldn't have been surprised if he got rung up on that one. The 2-2, high and outside. 3-2. I think the Warriors dodged a bullet there. As I think I would have rung him up on that 2 pitches ago. But he's in there still. And the payoff, it's 3-2. Henry Lutenegger, and that one is on the outside corner and low. That pitch looked worse than the one he didn't call, but it goes down as a caught looking. Backwards K again, second out of the inning.
14.
Second strikeout recorded by Henry Lutenegger. That's the 10th strikeout by Mediapolis pitching. Jackson Meek fouls that one off to the right side, up and out of play, 0-1. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout swinging. Been hit by a pitch. Just a fairly clean book on the Warriors side of things tonight with just 1 hit. The pitch, breaking ball, grounded to third on a couple of bounces, gloved and thrown over to first. Meek is the third out of the inning, 5-3 on the putout. That was Will Lutenegger over to Griffin. Warriors retired in order, and it's a final now at 8:49. Mediapolis gets a 5-0 win. 11 pitches for Henry Lutenegger again to get him through the 7th. He's got a game total of 22. The Warriors are retired in order. A couple of strikeouts and a ground out in their half of the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and they leave nobody and lose it to Mediapolis by a score of 5-0. They didn't play badly, just good Mediapolis pitching. Good pitching beats good hitting any day of the week. So that'll take us to the post-game show brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready-mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. 3-minute break coming at you because I got to get some totals and summaries ready for you for the post-game show. Warriors lose it tonight 5-0 to the Bulldogs here in Mediapolis. We'll be back in 3 minutes to do the post-game show. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
When you're rolling through the beautiful hills of Van Buren County, make a stop in Dowd's at Dowd's Quick Stop. Open every day. This month, try our pizza flavor of the month, Buffalo Chicken. Grab a large one-topping pizza and 8 wings for just $19. Or try the cheeseburger meal deal. Burger, fries, and a 32-ounce drink for only $11. And don't miss the open-air cooler loaded with wraps, salads, pickle wraps, deviled eggs, and dessert. Dowd's Quick Stop. Good food, great people, right in the heart of scenic Van Buren County.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we are back with you here at the Atomo Radio broadcast booth from Mediapolis Baseball Field, Mediapolis High School, Mediapolis, Iowa. I see head coach Ron Walker and Colton Kirkhart coming over to talk to us here in the post-game show, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix. So I'm going to prepare a couple of headsets for them, and we'll get to them first thing here so we can get them out of here and on their way home in the post-game show. The post-game show brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. I'm just going to go through the totals quickly so you guys can hear them here before we get to the interview. Mediapolis tonight, 5 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. They leave 8. The Warriors, no runs on 1 hit. That was by Colton Kirkhart. 2 errors and 4 left on is what I had for the Warriors. I've got head coach Ron Walker and senior first baseman Colton Kirkhart here to talk to us in the post-game show. Guys, as always, we appreciate the time. Thanks for coming over to chat with us. And, Coach, I'm going to start with you. It's 5-0. It's a loss, but, I want to throw that to the side. What you and I have talked about all year long was improvement. This game was a much different feel to it than the first time around, I think, that you played Mediapolis in a positive way. What I saw is a pretty good game played by the Warriors. It was just good pitching. I mean, that they have good pitchers. They're leading the conference in the South for a reason. But I want to know if you saw the same thing. It's just a better game. Improvement by the Warriors the second time around against Mediapolis.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a win for the Warrior program tonight. 2 weeks ago, they came to our place, and I think the score is 14-0, and they just kind of manhandled us. So, I was worried. We've had a couple days off with weather and so forth.
You lose the momentum that you guys built with the 2-game winning streak at home, right?
Yeah.
And the weather kind of, took that away from us.
Yeah. I think, the thing that's most important, I told the team I was concerned on, how we were going to show up, knowing we're playing, the team leading the conference and the team ranked in the state, and a team that put it to us pretty good a couple weeks ago. So I think that alone just shows you how much we've matured and grew.
And a team that last year was 27-3, 27-4, losing in the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
I would say that you guys, looking at their schedule and going over their wins and losses, which I do in the pregame show, played them as tough as anybody this year.
Yeah.
I mean, would you agree with that?
Absolutely. I mean, I haven't looked deep in their stuff, but I mean,
they've got a 1-run loss to Wilton and a 1-run loss to Burlington.
Well, and it shows you, I think their coach Whitaker thought the same thing, the sacrifice bunt there in the 6th inning, wanting to push another run across. So, I think, baseball's a game of inches, and I think they had 4, maybe 5 hits out there that just kind of fell in no man's land that wasn't hit hard, but there's still hits in the book. And that's
the game of baseball.
Yeah, that's the game of baseball. I thought we hit a few balls hard just right at them, too.
Right.
So, I couldn't be happier for the kids the way they showed up and competed.
Colton, let's get to you a little bit. The only hit of the night for the Warrior offense. I know that, you guys would have liked to have had more and put some tallies on the scoreboard, but congratulations to you there, finding your way on base. You didn't have a lot of base runners or a lot of stranded runners on the night. Talk about that at bat. What did you see? I think it was with 2 strikes that you got that hit. So you were dug in and using the philosophy that Coach Walker talks about, and I think you sent it out to right field. So was that what you were looking to do? Go with something. Go with a pitcher's pitch and just get on base.
I had 2-strike approach, and I saw a fastball towards the outside, and just poked at her a little bit and got her out there past the first baseman and got on base.
Yeah.
I mean,
now your bat's been coming around.
Yeah.
I would say I think we'd all agree maybe off to a little bit of a slow start, but over the last, I think, 3 or 4 games, you've had multiple hits, I think, a couple of times. So how things been feeling at the plate for you? Just seeing the ball better?
Yeah.
Maybe just as you get more at-bats, just becoming more comfortable up there?
Yeah, I started off the season very slow. Not good at all, but definitely.
But I mean, the game of baseball goes up and down. A 300 hitter makes an out 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Okay. Let's talk about your pitching a little bit tonight. Maybe you can jump in and talk about how you thought the guys did. I thought Hunter Stevens, once again, more confidence on the mound. That's not an easy lineup to face. He goes 3 innings for you. He gave up all of the runs, but he kind of scattered them, really. I mean, it was a 2-run inning and a 3-run inning. I kept saying that the Warriors had to avoid the big messy inning, right, to stay in the game. And you played all 7 against them. So big credit to Hunter Stevens. Nolan Harriman, once again, in relief, was real effective. I saw you go out to talk to him, and I was telling AJ, and as well as all the viewers, we've talked about it before. He's really good the first time through, kind of a junk ball pitcher. Maybe the second time through against a more experienced lineup like Mediapolis, to start to get to him. You went out there and had to maybe talk to him about that, and he righted the ship and did well.
Yeah, absolutely. At that point in the game, we really didn't want to, get another arm out there because the first 2 guys let off the inning. They hadn't seen him yet. So we were hoping he'd get the first couple out, and then the lineup would flip, and then we only have to get 1 out at the time. And he did a good job of getting back around his zone. He was just missing a little bit, and we slid him over to third base side of the rubber there, make that adjustment because he was missing out, and he did a great job. And I thought our defense did a great job tonight playing behind them guys as well.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to ask you about was that weird stoppage in the 4th when Harriman was on the mound by the first base coach for them. What What did he see?
They thought we had some catcher's interference there.
Oh, okay. On Simmons with the swing? Is that what he was asking about?
Yep.
Okay.
So that's what they were asking.
Nobody reports that to us, so I didn't know what was the question. I couldn't figure out what they were wondering about.
Yeah, we might have had one go our way there from where I was sitting, but I'm not sure. I'm blind in one eye and can't see
hard for me to see what's going. Yeah, I'm blocked by a lot of things there with the catcher in the way of his glove and the umpire, so I didn't really. Okay, so maybe a possible catcher interference that wasn't called.
Right.
Let's talk about that at bat with Kinnick Miller tonight. Maybe Colton, you can step in on. I thought that was kind of a key point. He goes right back up the middle with a line drive, looking to start something for you guys, and that pitcher made a nice, kind of in self-defense, right? I mean, if that one gets through, that's finding its way into center field, and who knows if that catches the Warrior offense on fire, gives you guys a little momentum. I thought that was a turning point there, where just a quality at bat, taking a pitch right back up the middle as a good play by Mediapolis there. What did you guys think about that one? Just a tough luck play in baseball?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy how the pitcher caught that. Yep. I thought for sure Kinnick was going to get on base, but
yeah, that one had base hit written all over it.
Yeah, and that was kind of the story of the night for us. I mean, I think Millard and Kite both lined balls in the right center field gap that they hadn't played well, and they were routine outs, but they were well hit balls too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I know this goes down as a loss, but I think all three of us and your team can consider it a win. I mean, just the level that you played with tonight. I mean, just a big improvement since the first time Mediapolis came around. You come to their place and play them tough. So I just wanted to say congratulations to you guys on a well played ball game. Just came out on the wrong end of it, and sometimes that's baseball. So we get the weekend off, right? We can rest up a little bit. Boy, we come back and we're at it next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, double header Saturday, weather permitting. So we got a busy week. Rest up those arms, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And, we'll see how you handle the pitching rotation.
Yeah.
I'm not envying you at all, because it's just a busy week. That's all that we can say about it. Any thoughts as you guys look ahead? We got Wapello Monday, West Burlington at home Tuesday, I think.
Yeah,
New London at home Wednesday. Back on the
L&M Friday.
L&M, so 3 out of 4 there during the week at home in the Moravia tournament, which will be a fun one. You get to see some different competition. I don't know much about Mount Ayr. Don't know much about Albia. We've seen Moravia once, so that'll be a fun one on the weekend. Any thoughts, Colton, as you look ahead?
I'm just ready to play.
Just ready to
go kick some butt,
All right. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Coach, you want to finish it up with anything there?
Yeah, I do actually. Jump in here, sis. I want to. There's not too many teenage girls that will take nights off and come support their dad coaching baseball. And I want to wish her a happy early birthday. She turns 21 on Monday.
Awesome.
We're at Wapello, so
awesome.
I love you, sis, and thanks for supporting us.
All right, happy birthday, guys! Thanks so much for stopping by and talk to us here in the postgame show, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix. That's head coach Ron Walker and senior first baseman tonight with the only hit for the Warrior offense. They come up on the short side of it, 5-0, but really it was an overall well-played game by the Warriors. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate
it.
Thanks,
guys.
All right, we'll do one more break, AJ, and then we'll come back and put the finishing touches on this one. Warriors lose it tonight, 5-0 here from Mediapolis, and back with you in 2 minutes right here. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets. 2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you for a final time from Mediapolis High School here in Mediapolis, Iowa, where we've completed boys high school varsity baseball action for you on the night. The Mediapolis Bulldogs getting a 5-0 victory over our Van Buren County Warriors. This will we'll wrap up the post-game show, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. Tonight's player of the game, brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. That's going to be Colton Kirkhart, the only hit tonight for the Warrior offense. Honorable mention to Nolan Harriman, came in 3 scoreless innings in relief of starter Hunter Stevens, who didn't really pitch badly at all. Time of the game tonight, 1 hour and 48 minutes. The winning pitcher would be Kyler Crow, losing pitcher Hunter Stevens in a good effort. I'll get you the totals here again. Mediapolis, 5 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, they leave 8. Warriors, no runs on a hit, 2 errors, they leave 4. Let's do the scoring summary for you quickly. In the bottom of the first, E2 catcher throwing error on a steal of third, scored a run, 1-0 Mediapolis. A sac fly scored another to make it 2-0 Mediapolis after an inning. Stayed that way to the bottom of the third when a swinging bunt by Henry Lutenegger scored a run to make it 3-0 Mediapolis, and then a 2 RBI single. I guess that was the biggest blow of the night by Gannon Gunn, scored a couple to make it 5-0 Mediapolis, and that's the way that it ended here this evening. So after tonight's action, Mediapolis improves to 9-2 on the year, 5-1 at home, 7-0 in the conference. The Warriors fall to 4-8. They're 0-5 on the road, 1-5 in the South Division of the Super Conference. So I guess I can start to put the finishing touches on this broadcast right now. We're good on all of our ads, so we'll start to close things down. I'd like to thank all of our viewers tonight. If you were tuned in on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports channel, hey, a big thanks for doing so. You can find us there all season long with Warrior Baseball. And if you got us on listening to the postgame show in the car on the way home, please make sure you drive safely. AJ and I, we will try to do the same. A big thanks to all of our sponsors. One final time here in the post-game show. The Van Buren County Community School District, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, The Complexion Company, Slayton Polaris, Cranston Family Funeral Home, the Van Buren County Hospital, Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's, Smithburg Automotive, Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive, and First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua. Hey, if you're a consumer in the area, need some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They are a huge part of why these broadcasts can be brought to you and viewed on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. If you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports, but you say, hey, something that interests you, you would like to be, you got to get a hold of Margie at ottumwaradio.com. She'd be more than happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name some on-air advertising, feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, you got to get a hold of Margie at ottumwaradio.com. One more time, the totals and final for you. Bulldogs of Mediapolis, 5 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, 8 left on base. The Warriors of Van Buren County, no runs on a hit, 2 errors, and they leave 4. Stevens, the loser. Kyler Crow, the winner. Time in the game was 1 hour and 48 minutes from here at the baseball field at Mediapolis High School in Mediapolis, Iowa. Excuse me. Our next broadcast, we're off until next Monday, like we talked about in the interview, post-game interview with head coach Walker and Colton Kirkhart. A busy week next week. Monday, we go to Wapello, 7 p.m. first pitch there, 6:30 pregame. That'll be our next broadcast. Tuesday, home for West Burlington. Wednesday, home for New London. Friday, home for Louisa Muscatine. Saturday, 2 games at the Moravia Tournament. A busy week, 6 games in the course of 6 days for Warrior Baseball. We'll see if we can notch a couple more wins during the next week of action. So that'll be our next broadcast, 6:30 pregame over in Wapello, just north of Mediapolis here on Monday, June 15th. So, on behalf of my cameraman and on-site producer tonight, the incomparable one and only Mr. A.J. Rowe, my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play voice of Van Buren County Warriors Sports. And A.J. and I, along with Ottumwa Radio, back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. A.J. and I will both wish you a very pleasant rest of your Friday evening and say so long to you from Mediapolis High School in Mediapolis, Iowa, where the Warriors lose tonight to the Mediapolis Bulldogs by a score of 5-0. We'll talk to you next Monday, 6:30 for the pregame show, 7 o'clock first pitch. The Van Buren County Warriors back on the road in the cross-divisional matchup, taking on the Wapello Indians up in Wapello. So until then, you've been tuned into Warrior Baseball. We were streaming live tonight on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube sports channel.